Hello everybody, Merry Christmas. It's the Christmas season.
Hi everyone, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, my favorite season of the year. It's my birthday, it's Christmas.
Party time.
Shining. I love it so much.
So what we wanted to talk about today is just some of our personal tips that we do if we've got a party coming up. So we're going to just have a little chat about some of the things we do to get our skin party ready. So Lidia, do you want to start? You tell us what you do.
Okay, I can start. I have a feeling we all use similar products to get party ready, but I love Immunomask. Every time I know that there's something happening, there's an event to go to, I always use Immunomask. And I remember to use especially Mito Special Plus if it's a special occasion under Immunomask. So if it's a very special occasion, I mixed myself with a Mito Special Plus on a clean skin, put Immunomask and have a nice relaxing bath for about 10-15 minutes. That's good. So when I remove Immunomask, when I get out of the bath, my skin looks absolutely glowing, beautiful, and really have this clean and even texture to it. So Immunomask is my go-to when it comes to getting party ready.
It's fantastic because it increases that energy when you're using the Mito, especially underneath your Immuno. You're getting 3 times the results you normally would from using your Immuno. So it's a great tip, and it does really increase that ATP and the energy and the vibrancy and the glow. And also it helps to sort of smooth, as you say, and resurface the skin as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You would do that as well, wouldn't you, Jemima? You love your Mito Immuno.
Well, what I've also find is a really good tip, especially coming into times where it might be a few late nights. I've been alternating my Mito Special as a serum every morning with the next day the Venulo Special serum. So this morning I did Mito Special under my treatment creams. Tomorrow I'll do Venulo Special, and then Wednesday I'll do Mito Special. So just doing that for a week or two to really give the skin a boost for then anything else I'm going to be doing for the rest of the day. It really helps the uptake and the glow and the health of the skin all over.
That's it. And I said earlier, your skin's looking beautiful. It's glowing and it's really firm and lifted.
Thanks. It's the Mito Special Venulo Special trick.
That's a good tip. What else do you do, Jemima, if you're going to go and get party ready?
One of the things I discovered a little while ago was I mixed a little bit of Vasco with my Immunomask. And I mixed it in just to give it that little bit of a oomph. And so I mixed a bit of Vasco with the Immuno and then put the Immunomask on, and it just gave it a little bit more, I can't even explain the word. It was just a little bit more power almost in what it felt like. So I had applied the Mito Special first, mixed a bit of the Vasco and Immuno together, pop that on. I don't have a bath. I'd love to, Lidia. I run around, I put the load of washing on, I put the kettle on, I make the bed, and then I go back, wash it off with a warm face washer, and then I follow on with my treatment creams for the day. So if you haven't tried that before, maybe give that a go.
I've never tried that, Jemima. You've kept that one to yourself. How exciting. I'm rushing off now. I'm going to try it.
It's a recent discovery, Danny, because I was thinking about the circulation and just I'd had a few late nights and I knew that I felt a bit sluggish. So I knew, what have we got in our repertoire that increases our circulation and gets things going? I do the Lympho and the Vasco Artera on my body. So I was thinking about my face. I'm like, oh, we've got the Vasco. So that's where it came from.
So Venulo would be great underneath that as well to really boost that circulation and the vitamin B3.
Definitely. And it was just more so that I used the Mito Special because I had felt a bit sluggish and wanted that mitochondrial aspect to really be up and awake and ready to take in what was going to follow on.
Great tip. So one of the things I've been doing recently is I use a couple of serums. So I use the flower acid and I spray about 4 sprays of that on and press that in and leave that to act for 5 minutes for that gentle exfoliation. It's got that lily hibiscus in there, the AHA's in there, gently exfoliating and increasing that corneocyte enzyme to get that gentle exfoliation happening. So I leave that for 5 minutes to act. That's my exfoliation step. And then I'll actually put the Mito Special straight over the top of that to increase that ATP and then the energy. And then one of the other things I do for a mask, I do love my Immuno, but I've been using my eye mask, and I actually take that all over the face and the neck as well. If we think what the eye mask is doing with that artichoke in there, increasing the blood flow and the lymphatic, it helps with the puffiness. I tend to get a bit puffy and fluidy, so that really helps reduce that fluid. And that would almost be a good tip to do the day after as well, that eye mask. When you wake up, if you've had a big night, to do the eye mask all over to help with the excess fluid and puffiness the day after as well. But by using those 3 products for the exfoliation, the Mito Special to get the energy going, and then the eye mask over the top of that, it really gives you a really nice even skin and a really nice glow to the skin as well.
So does that mean that we've almost got a pre and a post night out? The pre,
that's right,
is the Mito Special and the Immuno Mask, and then the night after or the morning after could be the eye mask all over to help that reducing that puffiness from too many.
That's definitely right, depending on how you're looking. The other thing I do is when I come home, because I never go to bed without taking my makeup on. I know neither of you girls do either. Even if you can just grab your fibro and white paper to take it off, please make sure you take your makeup off. But I will actually mix my Synchro and my Immunos half and half, Synchro and Immuno together, and massage that over the skin, because that's giving you a facial while you sleep.
Yeah, that was my trick. That was my trick. I remember it from Jacqueline. Jacqueline suggested it, and I thought, no, Jacqueline, you're mixing up. You can't mix Immuno and leave it on the skin without washing it off. And she said, no, try it. And I tried it and absolutely love it. I actually tried it under my foundation because it mattifies Synchro even. For me, because I'm more combination oily, so Synchro, to use Synchro in the morning is a bit too much sometimes. But if I mix it with Immuno, it even kind of mattifies Synchro for my skin. So I can use it under my foundation and it'll be really nice, and it will give a little extra glow, but not too much. So I love using that trick of mixing Immuno with Synchro.
That's great. I think we've got some really good tips there. It would be lovely if some of you can contact us and let us know your tips right in the comments, anything that you do with our genetic products that you use before a party or something you use after a party to recover. The other thing we wanted to talk about, as it's Christmas, is that we have our wonderful duo packs, and we just wanted to have a chat about some of the ways that we use those products. I think we've kind of covered Immuno, and we've talked about Immuno a lot there. We know we can mix Synchro and Immuno together, and in that parcel you've got the 2. Immuno mask, as you say, Lidia, fantastic if you're getting a bit of breakout and congestion. Anything anyone else does with the Immuno mask?
No, it's just a good all-round.
It's a fantastic all-rounder.
I've got a little trick with that as well. If I get breakouts, some odd breakouts, so I can just put Immuno and go to bed with that Immuno patches on my skin. And when I wake up in the morning, I feel like my breakout is not that visible.
It really helps with that, and it's very drawing for blackheads as well. My daughter's been getting blackheads, and I leave that on there, and that really helps to draw out the blackheads as well as all those anti-aging benefits. We know it does really help, we know, with that congestion. The other pack that we've got there is our Synchro Mumuso. Mumuso is actually a really fantastic product, and a lot of people don't necessarily pick that as a pack to try. And it's actually something really we should start using in our mid-20s rather than waiting. If we start with that Mumuso really helps with the muscle contractions and to firm and to lift. Fantastic to use around the jaw and around the eyes. But for clients that haven't used it, it's fantastic for prevention for that loss of firmness. I know Frank likes to call it his anti-bulldog cream because it's preventing that loss of firmness. So it is a fantastic cream to use in your mid-20s, definitely for the neck as well. It's a fantastic neck cream, isn't it?
Definitely. And one of those things I think we forget about sometimes. So if you're looking to buy a gift for somebody who is in that age group, especially wanting to go on a skin journey that might be new to it, the Synchro and Mumuso pack is brilliant to get them started, but it's also brilliant, as we said, for anyone who wants to prevent their muscles sagging in their face. Yeah,
don't wait too long. Prevention is better.
A good trick is to look at your mother and see, what can be awaiting. So, and then, decide if you want to use that cream earlier on.
The next pack that we've got there is the Synchro Vasco, and you gave us a couple of tips there with the Vasco, but Vasco again is often one that we don't necessarily go towards to sell as a pack, but the Vasco does lots of things. We kind of always package it for sensitivity, but it's brilliant. I love to use it around my eyes for puffiness. It really works on that vascularity and the circulation. And the Vasco is very rich in the vitamin B3, that niacinamide as well, so it works with the immunity and brightening the skin. So Vasco has a lot of uses for really evening out the complexion and the skin tone as well.
And I'd always say about the Vasco, if it's for somebody who maybe isn't able to get out and do a lot of walking or doing much exercise, the Vasco will be a little bit of a help because it's going to really help that circulation. So for people that are active and healthy, it's just going to help that along. But for those that maybe aren't doing as much, it's really an essential product that will help with that circulation of the skin, which then means all the other products will be working beautifully as well.
And the last one is our Synchro Cytobia. And Cytobia, as we know, is just the top of the line really for getting that nutrition into the skin and the glow and, you know, that hydration into the skin. To use the Synchro and the Cytobia together, I remember Jacqueline telling me that Dr. Laporte said if you're using Synchro and Cytobia together, you're getting 97% of what the skin's made of. So you're really getting that complete nutritional treatment for the skin. Cytobia is just exceptional, and for clients that don't necessarily want to push to taking Cytobia at that higher price point, this is a really good time to try it and use it.
And even if they were to keep the Cytobia into winter, if they didn't want to use it straight away, it's a good one to tuck away into the cupboard and bring it out as the cooler months start to set in and the skin needs that little bit more nourishment, be it morning and night time, or keeping it just for the night time. Yeah. And the very last pack that often
I forgot one
is the Synchro
Nuclear
pack, which is brilliant. You know what? Do you remember a while ago we were with Jacqueline? Might have been 3 or 4 years ago, and Jacqueline couldn't understand why people weren't using Nuclear more. She was flabbergasted that people weren't using it more, especially because its design is to treat damage that's already appearing on the skin. And by damage, we mean wrinkles, fine lines, pigmentation, any sort of scarring. Nuclear is the little secret that we have sitting on our shelf that I think many of us have forgotten about. And it can be used more so as a spot treatment. So it's a great eye cream, especially if the fine lines and wrinkles are already there. It's not so much a preventative, it's about treating what's already showing us is damage within the skin. So great for the eyes, great for the lips, great for the neck, great for any part of the skin or body that actually has any scar damage that needs to be woken up to be repaired with the other products. Nuclear is the hidden gem.
It truly is. And as you said, you can use it over the top of Synchro. It's the opposite this time around. So pop your Synchro on first and then your Nuclear. I almost use it as like an eraser. So I'll look at the skin and I'll put my Synchro on and then I'll get it and I'll go there. So wherever you want to erase, remember scarring, pigmentation, as you say, lines and wrinkles, and you can just pop that over the top and it works its magic.
So if you're looking for a gift for someone who's potentially in their late 30s, early 40s, and whose skin is showing those signs of some wrinkles around the eyes or wherever it might be, the Synchro and Nuclear pack is your best bet, without a doubt.
I'll write a letter to Santa to bring me a Nuclear pack. That's what I need.
Some great packs to choose from. Remember as well, the Nuclear and the Cytobia on its own are a higher price point. So they're a really good way to introduce them with the Christmas packs with the significant discount that they have. So keep that in mind.
Thank you so much for everyone joining us. And we really do wish you all a very Merry Christmas. And we'll be here for you in the new year as well. So Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas.
Everybody. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.